Creation. This is Aurora, and I had written on Rob's computer alongside the times that I've been here, like kind of a letter that I attached to certain of my CIS packages that I sent. It says Amir, born in June 483. See September 5, 84, Beirut, Lebanon. By my recruit, apparently Dan Asaf in another room because it was lined up in the queues of his computer to print here, and they hack everything that I do here. So Amir Nasrallah is his name, Daf Tabrawi. It became the snake when Aaron came in me. Was forced inside me while Shafiq and Karim was holding me down because it's anti-covenant to have a Negro next to the beloved. You can't bring his Negro from the old world, his like Akaise, his little tool while they were in another room looking at me their whole life, making fake shows, wasting the potential of mission on their ego, going to club party, Karim Shafiq and Aaron making a French show with Mohammed, Ahmed and Hamoudi. Disgusting. So now that the gig is up, now we have proven that the Illuminati have no rule, and the planet is ruled by the Illuminati. So I don't see why in a circle they would have people carrying guns. If they're standing in a circle, it should be that's the moment where they fake acknowledge that they have a ruling and that they're some sort of a powerhouse. They have a gun. Prince William is allowed to shoot the first presenter after 43 years of daily abuse to me. Finally, you're in a position to free the planet. You shoot the only guy who walks toward me. Unbelievable. Apparently, then Harry walked. So probably, maybe William shot Harry and Aaron. But then King Charles decided it was Aaron who came first. They saw in the video, the first step was Aaron, not Harry. So now King Charles, firsthand, is the witness of that. In the end, he's a king. He's favored his son his whole life. But that was a part where, it wasn't, his son didn't take personal action. So, even say if somehow in my mechanism, in my subconscious, the first word I say is William when I'm scared, but he doesn't step forth, well, I still exist. So why he would, feel like being a petty tyrant would be acceptable, but that's how it is. That's, how it is. So now, that being said, I'm going to go through, and now we've canceled Jan the douchebag. That's my file. I sent it several times to several agents, and now I'm rectifying it anyway. See, that's why I don't have any more drive to advance the nation, because now say I spend an hour and a half to 2-3 hours writing something, perfecting it. In another room, they'll be shooting cops, transforming to beasts, animal creatures, spider biting a cop, burning him up, trying to send a cop to my door because I'm doing something productive to take me in. Anytime I'm doing anything. And then as soon as I file print, they'll print first. They'll run to the post office, send the file backed up by cops, all of them together, and then make fun of me when I get to the post office because they already fucked all the post office people. On crack cocaine. Paid them money. They take the whole levels of absolute intelligence and potential and freedom to despicable measures every single day. And they feel so entitled by it. They start to laugh like vulgar hyenas. and they go around places and all the clubs open their doors for them. Take my stolen money. Disgusting. Everywhere I go, people, they're like so vulgar to me. Just so obnoxious. Honking and, just, I don't know, the energy is weird. Anytime they ever say one word to me, it's always evil. Like, say, I haven't been to her theater in weeks. Now, yesterday, the only thing that the whole church could have said to me was, one chick there says, oh, I see you at the store all the time. Because Amber now is going to the store since Prince William kicked me out a long time ago, stole my money a long time ago. And all they seek to do is replace me. They don't even appreciate me. They don't even have it in them to come forward when the time is there. So it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So obviously I'm no longer doing it. So it was throughout month that I wrote this. Now it's May 10 today. I still have keys to this apartment even though my mail for court and USCIS were stolen. I do not appreciate Aaron Matthews lying on each one of my USCIS files to retard me, rape me in facilities, play evil douchebags for fake rape promo. So now I'm proven that it wasn't his fault. Which is the opposite of evolution, let alone now they stole the 911 tracking number. Trump filed to take Carol Habouche to Myrtle Beach tomorrow by USA Army Steve to get the CSO, poor guy, to come arrest me for schizo and place me in a center, mediate and cut my vagina. Just so you know, my extraterrestrial family will not be able to support your New World Order, evil hybrid cabal liars who never been an extraterrestrial ship and all stole my organs. You will all die if you keep playing me by Aurora and Shafiq and stealing my money to house in my Westward stolen home illegal trannies, Aurora. It's like, and then December 1, I write more. When I leave, when one would even drive, they send in Annie Tramber Tompkins to fuck Aaron Matthews, who then starts to make fake tarot on YouTube to keep the idiotic program collective by Crystal Cordoba Dianta Brawi illegal male tranny order. All the one-hole trannies named like Kayla Munarad, Kanal Kazan, Dima Tabrawi, Dima Kuri, Marita Brawi, Charlie Stefanita Brawi. And now my sisters, Ari, Nikki, Dina, all sold out to terrorists who murdered me. From Mohammed Nasrallah Aron called me about from Beaufort County terrorist number years telling me he's fucking 911 terrorist Mohammed. Call it Aurora to deny I ever was their sisters so they can all nigger Jerusalem and chop me up for Amber, the third Negro, to take his evil brother Mel's vagina so they can place mine on evil Mel to all die by UFO final onslaught at once. They're still hoping, and then now they know my power. So now I don't believe that they would ever dare do it again. However, now I will not offer myself to what you call being at all vulnerable or attainable. Like, I will try, of course, my hardest to never fall asleep in a community, to not go in a circle. I still have trauma about this last event, major trauma, to the extent where I literally haven't even been able to go to the ocean for 2 days now because I'm so sad. I'm abhorred. I'm honestly really sad. So I'm gonna post this and then I'm gonna come back with another transmission. I've been trying to just relax. This is unacceptable, and Aaron didn't want to fuck me either when I started to scream, and they forced him to bring Amir, so they had to send Uriel in a program who performed a fake surgery from their cult on Aaron, have Uriel fuck him up the ass so that Aaron's dick can go up to be able to fuck me, and so the Uriel in all this is a force that I no longer reckon with, by the fact yesterday as well that he tried to make me say things that I didn't do. I don't appreciate that. He's a very childish individual. I saw the whole thing from a distance now, so meaning now I know the truth. There's only Lucifer for me. So as soon as he stepped forward, you know, Uriel might have grand and great love, but he's slow about it, and he's an observer to the situation himself. He doesn't feel implicated. This is why while I was with him, and I would have stayed forever, because by night they also had rituals. They would like bring Tracy by night. He would tell me that he's engaged with it, and then they would wake me up. Like I'd wake up the next day, he would expect me to no longer fuck with him and leave, but I would fuck with him, stay, and then he would come back at night with Tracy and say something else like, "This is what's going on" and stuff, and I would still stay. I wouldn't leave until he decided, "Oh, I'm gonna marry her," because I stayed. And then, however, is when I put coffee in my oatmeal. So then they sent the walkie-talkie, and it said Haley and Lucifer. That's Jan Asaf and Aaron. As soon as I heard, the voice was probably Jan Asaf or Muhammad. Muhammad, Jan Asaf, Muhammad, Nasrallah, that was his voice. So it said Haley and Lucifer. But it wasn't a recognizable tone. It was like on monitor or on AI or something. And as soon as I heard that, you know, Uriel is like more like the background. Like, you know, Uriel is another dimension than the Lucifer force. So as soon as like the Lucifer force came, I got completely fired up, pumped up. There was nothing to stop me. There was no way I'm going to stay in Uriel's house at that level. Because on top of it all, you know, and then they said I'd also always suck Lucifer's dick. So Aaron, not the other dentist. Russell or Aaron? Russell, Aaron. Yeah, I've always sucked only Aaron's dick. I would only talk to him the whole time. And when it finally came the time, the flag had to be taken down instead. I don't know how to come back out of it.